2 weeks ago. What's goody?
Hey.
How y'all doing? What's the biggity bop de boo? It's Thursday, y'all. We got one more day.
One more day.
Johnny, how are those wings?
Is it giving what it's supposed to give?
It just as it looked like it. It looked like it did what it needed to be done. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Johnny, is that red light on at the top?
Mm-hmm.
I think the people watching me eat, and I don't like it. Stop watching me eat. Stop watching me. I don't like that. So I have a weird. What's the word I'm looking for? And if
A phobia.
not necessarily a phobia. It's the opposite of phobia. I am infatuated to watch people eat. I love watching people eat.
Like them ASMR videos and stuff like that. I watch those. I do. I like to hear the sounds and the crunching. I like this one lady. I love to watch her eat ice. Like 30 minutes of it. I'm just sitting there. I'm all into the camera. Like, wow.
I'm fascinated.
Yeah, I like watching people eat. So today we had something scheduled, but we could decide to switch it up on you guys. So I hope you don't mind. But we before we even get into all of that, we're gonna introduce ourselves and who we are and what we do, and things like that. So this is Rain coming at you live with the outreach team. I love that it does that. So I look far away now. Make sure no client stuff on my desk.
Okay.
All right. So this is Rain Outreach Team, and we're coming at you live today on a Thursday at 6:35 p.m. So I am Johnny, introducing the outreach team, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. So you guys can take it away as you see fit.
I'm Justice. I am the peer retention specialist at Rain. I serve those who are 13 to 24 in the EPI program, as well as individuals who have been out of care for at least 6 months or are new to care. You can reach me at that phone number below, and that's me.
All right.
I'm sorry, y'all. I was over here eating ice. I started talking about it. But anyway, y'all know my name is Sean. I am the peer outreach specialist here with Rain and with CREW. And if y'all don't know what CREW stands for, that is Community Resource Empowerment Wellness. I specialize in harm reduction as related to substance use, or I'm also specializing in mental health wellness. So if you know anyone struggling with those areas or anyone having some problems in those areas, please refer them over to me. My number is below. You can also catch me out in public. I'm out at some of these events that's going to be coming up this weekend. So if you need any of the information, give me. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? My name is TQ. I am the peer retention specialist. I serve those that has been out of care 6 months or more and or new to care. Phone number is at below 980-505-9109. So get at me.
Get at me, though.
Not get at me. That sound like a what you call them? Remember back in the day, like the little phone lines. What was it? Interactive mail. You remember interactive mail?
Yo.
I'm not that old, so I don't know.
Okay, whatever. TQ. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off.
That's amazing.
Didn't you just have a birthday, Johnny?
Okay, don't do that. All right. So let's moving on. So, I have a chance for people to make some money all over again. So, we're about to start some new focus groups. However, these focus groups are going to be designed a lot different than what they were last time. I don't have any flyers yet because I just got their approval today. The focus groups will be finding people who are out of network, that is on prep, off prep, don't really matter, don't really care. I just want to kind of have a conversation about some content that we have created and wanted to get authentic feedback from the community. So again, we're going to be showing pictures, videos, different things and ideas that we have to kind of promote the uptake and prep in the Black MSM community. And we need you guys' authentic advice, or to rip it apart as much as you can, so that we can kind of make sure that it's done right this time. So that I need you guys to come to the table once again and have a conversation with us about what works and what doesn't work for our community. So of course, we want to pay you for your time. It is $100. I'm gonna give you $100 to come and sit and rate pictures. Honest, that's it. Like that's all I need you to do. So come. Of course, it'll be a conversation. It'll be a conversation to it. It'll probably be about an hour, 30 minutes to 2 hours. There's a lot of content that we have to go over, but I'm literally just paying you guys to kind of rip apart pictures and content that we've created, so that we can make sure that it's right and it's right for our community when we start promoting prep, and things like that. So hit us up, hit me up, hit one of the people that you know up, and so that they can kind of point you to the right direction, and we can kind of get you paid.
Am I the only one hearing that? Did it break up on y'all's parts too, or just mine's?
No, I think
I heard it.
I heard it.
I think it's your shoe. No, it's your shoe.
Okay.
Where?
Hear me clear?
Them wings are good, y'all. So anyway,
can y'all hear?
Yeah, Sean, you need your earphones. Where your things at?
I don't know. It's this phone that I never had to use my earphones before.
So I mean, right. So anyway, so today's topic, we're going to be talking about Black women, Black history of Black women as it relates to HIV. We decided to switch it up on you guys, on you gals today. Today we're going to be talking about the AIDS walk. I don't project it's going to be an hour-long conversation. We're not going to be, we're going to be talking about the AIDS walk, updates on the AIDS walk, and some things that I just did today. We got scheduled for the AIDS walk and the AIDS walk after party. Yes. So,
exciting.
Yeah, so before we get on that, I'm gonna try to give Sean a couple of seconds. To get back on so we can do hot topics.
What kind of wings you get?
I got. Oh, I'm glad. I thought you would never ask. I got orange teriyaki. So you ever had like the orange chicken? It's pretty much the same thing. The orange chicken from Chinese people.
Got bones because
I ain't so racist.
Doing it for me because I don't got bones. I need bones in my chicken.
Oh no, it's bones. No, it's bone. It's the whole wing.
Oh, you mean like just the sauce? Okay.
Just the sauce. Just the sauce.
Just the sauce.
Just the sauce.
And he's back.
And he's back. Sean, we ready for hot topics. We stop playing with us.
I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know why my phone is acting up tonight. That's crazy.
Figure it out. Listen up with Sean. Listen up with Sean. Listen up with Sean.
Y'all know I got some tea for y'all. Y'all already know I got a little bit of little gossip. But we're going to start this off real smooth because I found this to be interesting because I actually just found this out maybe yesterday when someone had brought it up to my attention. But it is being said now that the CDC is basically approving people that have been fully vaccinated. You don't have to wear your mask out like in big settings with people anymore. So I just want to know you guys, basically like y'all opinion on how y'all feel about that. Because I'm just not scared. things are moving very rapidly when it comes to this whole COVID thing. Even with the the shots and everything, everything is kind of moving fast. Do you think it's too early for us to be back around each other if we're fully vaccinated? Do y'all think we still need to be able to wear the mask? Like, how do y'all feel about it?
I think it's scandalous. It's all scandal. Scandal, scandal, scandal. No.
I mean,
Well, with me, I feel like since I've been vaccinated, I'm okay. However, I may not should have that mindset. Those masks be hot to me, so I'm glad that I don't have to wear it out. That's just with me.
Baby, I'm still wearing my mask, okay? Because it's 2021. Still don't wash their hands when they leave the bathroom.
You're right.
That is true. That is true.
so it's definitely a new culture around germs and stuff like now, right? So like it's just
Hmm.
like that we've never had before. People are more aware of, or better aware of like their surroundings and germs, washing their hands, keeping
Right.
sanitizer on them, and things like that, and whatever. So I do not like the idea of having to wear a mask. However, if we shouldn't wear a mask, we should be required to show our cards that we got vaccinated. The only problem, the only caveat to that though, is that remember, and I want and people need to understand that the vaccine does not stop you from catching COVID-19. I mean, catching COVID-19. It stops. So what it does is it gives you herd immunity, which means that if you are exposed with COVID-19, you have a better chance of not getting sick, deadly sick, or sick at all. And that's what the vaccine does. So
Glad you
with
explained.
that being said, you still have the opportunity to spread COVID-19 to somebody else that does not have the vaccine. So you could be a carrier of the vaccine, not getting sick, not having anything, nothing's wrong with you because you've been vaccinated, but you can still give it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons why I'm like, well, you can still I would still think people need to wear masks because the people out there that are not getting vaccinated, don't have access to get vaccinated as well. And some people just don't want it,
So I'm the one that's like stuck in between because I am one of those ones that have been out in public, in big settings and been around crowds of people that may not have even been, wearing their mask, or you have some that still they're really heavy on wearing their mask. They're not letting up, like wherever they at, whatever they're doing, they literally are wearing their mask. However, it's kind of like a part of me, like you said, Johnny. Like I do kind of feel like if it is going to be situations like this, that we should be able to show some type of verification that we've been fully vaccinated, because you have some people that just literally don't want to go still get the shot. And
Mhm.
I'm not even gonna go down that road, but I've tried to explain, different scenarios with people that are inquiring about the shots and why did I get fully vaccinated, and why I took it. But I wanted to protect myself more so than anything. I was self conscious about it, but until I got the right information and heard the actual doctor telling us what was going on about the shot and everything like that, that's when I decided to really like step into going to really want to go get it. But I think it's now at this point, it's like you really can't tell people what to do. Like you telling people to wear a mask, but they're not wearing their mask. You can say it's required to wear a mask in this setting, but then I've seen people even with big signs on their door that say you have to wear a mask, and I've seen people not wearing masks. So it's very confusing to me. Just like I don't know.
I'll put you like this. Think about it. Think about it as we are in the HIV world.
Right.
You have people that have been diagnosed and are on their medications. They they are quote unquote herd immunity.
Mm-hmm.
You have people that's out here that no, I'm sorry. You have another medication out here, PrEP/vaccine, that is out here for the public, out here for people to get. People are refusing to get it or not getting it, are not educated about it, or don't have access to it. Um, so but there's still that stigma, which is why in the beginning, a lot of people associated COVID-19 with how people with HIV were treated back in the day, and vice versa, or the disease itself and how it was so scary and blah. But like just the history and the history in the short time frame in the timeline and how it's still been perceived today. Should I strap up? Should I not strap up? Should I go on PrEP? Should I not wear PrEP? Like it's still it still interrupts that human to human interaction, because you have to second guess everything as opposed to other stuff that has been out like the flu. We didn't give a fuck about going to, like it wasn't as a serious thing, or it hasn't been, even when H1N1 came out, like, you know, um, and y'all probably too young for that. I Justice is not, though. I know Justice is not. But even when even when that first hit, that came out and whatever, like that was something that people were still like together conjugating. We didn't know much about that either, but the impact of it was not like it is with this COVID-19. Not just the vaccination, but just the virus itself.
Right.
It's just weird to me.
Right. I just wanted to know you guys' opinion on that because I just felt like that was just something that I've heard so many different opinions, and some people are scared, and
Mhm.
some people think it's stupid. And this is, I mean, I've heard so many different opinions when it's come to this. So I just wanted to see what you guys, opinion
Need
is.
hard in the wallet size though. Like,
Well, at least eliminate it or something, right?
right. Yeah.
That's true. I can definitely say. You know what? No, because first of all, it is way too big,
Definitely.
Right,
and
like,
then
it's like,
it's like 5 lines, and only 2 lines
still.
that documents the actual 2 vaccines. So why the fuck the rest of
Mhm.
the lines on here for? I don't get it. It's too
and then,
big.
and then telling you to leave your vaccination card with your like passport if you have one to like
Mm.
put it with.
Yeah.
What if they start requiring you to have to be fully vaccinated to travel?
I mean, I would accept
I'm okay with that.
because
Yeah.
you're gonna go
I'm
to
okay
like,
with that.
I'm for it.
vaccinated. You have to get certain vaccines just to go to Africa.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Even if they do it state to state, I would be okay with that.
Right.
Like, I would be okay with that because you don't want, see, but that's how they. So they're not as strict because it's hard to be as strict with this. But it's even how they do HIV or the surveillance of HIV. If a person, so you're not just going to, if I'm HIV positive and I'm in Charlotte and I decide to move to California, I'm not just going to the doctor. Yeah, I'm going to the doctor, but those labs are being sent to the state so that the state can surveillance how many people are living in their state, county, and city that are HIV positive, and where that's how this stuff is measured. So it, I would be appreciated if it's measured the exact same way. Sign these people up, figure it out.
okay. Give them the
Where,
information
where
they
these
need.
people going? Yeah.
All right, right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one, you guys. Listen, now, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this one before we end it with something at least a little bit more positive. Me and my coworker here, Johnny at work, we were discussing this situation earlier today about the next topic. I don't know if you guys are aware of the Nashville police officer that was shot um, doing I guess it was, I can say it was a routine traffic stop because it wasn't. I guess
No,
it
it
was
wasn't. It
it was
was
like more of like a suspicious type stop, I guess, because of the
no.
tag.
Yeah. So
Tag, right?
so I'm sorry. It's
Go ahead.
Sean's show. This is
We both.
Sean's show. I promise you, it's Sean's show, y'all. I promise you, it's
Go
Sean's
ahead.
show. I promise you. So the police officer pulled the car over because the person that was registered on the car had warrants out for their arrest.
Hmm.
So that's why the police officers pulled the car over.
Yep.
You can take it from there.
Okay. So then once the police officer actually was able to pull the car over, it was a lady that was in the car, that wasn't registered to the car. It wasn't her car. I think it was her boyfriend's car.
A boyfriend car, and she was 31 years old.
She was 31.
Hmm.
You can tell this lady was she was panicking. She was nervous. She didn't know what was going on. She was trying to figure out what was, why the police basically was stopping her. Um, After like some back and forth between the police and the lady, he was asking her questions. Of course, she was answering them, but she still was nervous in the midst of all of it. Um, to the point where he started asking about like, was there anything in the car, pretty much like that he needs to know about. And she did admit to that there was some drugs in there, which was some weed. That was in individual baggies. So pretty much that was already a charge there for, probably was it intent to sell.
Yeah.
So he probably was already thinking that. So in his head, he's probably already thinking one thing about like the drugs being in the car. So what else is in the car if there's drugs in the car? At the same time, she's so nervous to the point where she's like, I'm telling you the truth about the drugs, but also I'm still nervous. Like her vibe, you can tell. She was on the phone trying to explain, I guess, the situation to her. Who was that? I don't know if it couldn't be her mom.
It was her mom. It was her mom. It was her mom. Yeah.
Explain to her mom what was going on, but in the midst of it, she still was so nervous that she was like, "I gotta smoke a cigarette." So like the police, she said it to the police about wanting to smoke a cigarette, and she wanted to go get the cigarettes. That the police wanted to get the cigarette because he was like, "I'll go get it for you," and she's like, "No." So she's moving towards the car as well, while the police is like still basically trying to get her to like stay where she's at so that he can get it for her. Okay, from that point on, Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong, but I felt like when during the process of her smoking a cigarette, she got in the car. I don't know what her intentions were, but she wasn't trying to fight the police officer.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. So she was getting so the police officer kept telling her to stop or to stay put because he was talking to her, and she kept going back and forth to her car, like in and out of her car, and like that. And so I'm gonna say that like before I get opinionated, let me just give you the facts. So he kept asking her to not go back in her car. Like if you need something, I get it for you or things like that because she's reaching over things in her car and he's not knowing what she's grabbing and things like that. So that's cool. So she comes back around and she's like at the trunk near her car and whatever. She's at the trunk, and so after he done took away the drugs and things like that, he was like, I'm gonna go ahead and have to arrest you. Mm-hmm. So he goes to try to arrest her. Now she's at the back of the car near the trunk. And so he goes to try to arrest her, and she starts yelling and screaming and going ballistic. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. And she starts to run, right? So she's running. She's running around the car, right? I don't think that she was initially going to the car first. So she's running around the car, but after she got to the front of the car, he pulls out his taser and starts to tase her. So she doesn't fall. She's being tased, but she's able to get back into the driver's seat. So she's sitting down in the driver's seat, and she's yelling, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Don't arrest me. Don't arrest me. And the officer's like, stop, like calm down or things like that. But he's still tasing her, things like that and whatever. So she's still moving. You can tell that she's affected by the tase, but she's still able to kind of be mobilized. So she's still, whatever. And she goes to reach to the driver's seat. And all you hear is the police officer yelling, ma'am, don't do that. Stop. Put it down. Put it down. She is going to grab a gun. The officer's hand was not on his gun at all. He is tasing her with the taser. Both hands are on the taser. When she starts reaching for the gun, he's yelling before he grabbed his gun to say, don't stop. Don't put the gun down. Put the gun down.
Right.
He goes and shoots as he's drawing his gun so that he can kind of shoot back and whatever. So they start having a shootout, and pretty much he gets shot in his stomach underneath his vest. So it did connect. And they didn't really disclose where she got shot at, but she got shot as well. Mm-hmm. She got shot a couple of times, but she was able to close her door and drive off still. So the officer was like, man down, I'm shot. And so he's calling for backup and whatever. And I think she made it a block down the road, wrecked. The police went there to help her out, took her to the hospital. She later died in the hospital. Those are the facts before I get opinionated.
Right.
Did the officer live?
The officer did live. She passed in the hospital.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need thoughts. And the thing is, like, I would play the video, but like, I don't like playing stuff like that.
Right.
I don't like replaying stuff like that. It's traumatizing. It's too much. It's just a lot. So we tried to describe it to you as much as we could, but I'm not going to play the video. But go ahead, Justice. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
I just. What was she black?
She was black. She was 30 years old.
Okay. So is this one of these situations where people are like trying to make her a martyr and like, oh, she didn't do anything, and they're trying to make the police officer in the wrong?
So I actually have not seen any. I have not seen too much press about it, first and foremost,
Mm-hmm.
at all, because this happened 2 weeks ago, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't seen much press about it and whatever. So I don't think so. I think you can clearly see that she was in the wrong, and the officer did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Right. That was one of the rare occasions that get,
Right.
that, they did what they were supposed to do. So
Not to mention they immediately released the video. I wanted to put that out there, right?
Yeah.
That video was immediately released because the officer had nothing to hide. He did what he was supposed to do. He did what he was supposed to do. But that video came out very fast. Not only did we get the body cam video, but we also got the car cam video that was recording from the car. We got both angles. They was instantly released. I just want to put that out there.
So with you saying that, now it's like, now you see when they got something to hide, they want to take their time and doctor shit up as much as they can.
Right.
Public. So it makes sense.
Right.
It makes sense that would get out extremely fast, because it's like, you did what you were supposed to do. Congratulations. Thank you.
Right.
It's just so, I don't know, like, it's crazy. It's really that it had to even resort to that. But at the same time, it just goes to show, like, people will make it'll take one apple out the bunch to make everybody else look bad. Like, and sometimes, like I tell people, I'm very vocal when it comes to this whole police, thing that's going on right now, when they're killing a lot of black people and things of that sort. But I know there's some good cops out there because I have police in my family, so I know it's some people that don't mean any harm, that they don't have no ill intent. But it's hard to try to, like, prove that to some people now, because it's been painted this picture that police are just strictly this one type of person because of these events that's been going on. But it's like, right is right, is wrong. I don't like that situation. I don't like even looking, like Johnny said, even seeing the video. It really is just disheartening. Like, it mind boggles me. I didn't know that she was about to pull out a gun and really just, like, start shooting the police. Like,
she started capping.
She start, like, literally, it really took me for a loop. I'm saying, like, girl, what is going on? Like, you probably could have literally just got a ticket, because he doesn't like he was being mean about the drugs or anything. Sometimes when they see a black person in drugs, they immediately get forceful and start thinking it's other stuff.
And he didn't do all of that.
He didn't do all of that with her.
He didn't.
But so it was really just like, she said, I told you I got this in the car. Okay, cool. You telling me what's going on with you. You treat me accordingly, I treat you accordingly. You keep me the buck with me, but then sis went left with the gun. That
right. And even still, even after he kept asking her to not go back in her car before it escalated, she would still go back in her car as if he had said nothing to her, and he still didn't. He could, like, most times they would get forced for them because they feel like you're being disobedient. So like, there were times where he could have went there, not saying that it would have been right. But based on what the history of events in the past, what I have seen, she was asked, maybe I want to say at least 5 times not to go back in your car, or I get it for you. And she's reaching back in her car like that, and anything like that. So, like,
you want him to find that gun.
Yeah, probably so. I think that's what it was.
Really, what it was.
I think she was trying to, like, place it right so where he couldn't see it or whatever. But, like, there was multiple times where he could have, like, got really belligerent, whatever, with her and chose and did not. I ain't gonna say chose not to, and did not, which is what I respected, because he did ask her multiple times before it escalated to not go back in your car, stop reaching for stuff. I get it for you. What do you need? Things like that, and she just kind of wasn't listening to that portion. But everything else transpired after that. But yeah, it was a weird ordeal and things like that and whatever. And it was just, for me, it was disheartening to see somebody lose their life, or hear somebody lose their life. But it was, for me, I felt like, at that time, I felt watching that video, the police did what the police did what they could have did, or the police did what they had to do. I've also got another argument. Well, why did he start shooting after he tased her and she didn't drop? Why didn't he let her go? I've heard that today, and I don't know how I feel about that. So, and the argument was that it's a lesser charge I mean, it's intent to sell, so it's not a serious crime. It ain't a violent crime, or it's not a dangerous crime. So why, after you tasing her, it's not working, and she decides to get back in the car and drive off? Like why, like why wouldn't that just be that, and y'all chase her later?
Because you still broke the law, bitch. What? Like, you still gotta face your truth. Like, no, like, it doesn't matter if it's a lesser offense. You still broke the law and got caught. So
Right. And then when I go to pursue her later, and who's to say that she's not going to resist then as well? Like, where does that stop? So, like, it's a lesser charge. It's a bigger. I mean, and I think part of that is because we are in we are in talks of trying to legalize weed in North Carolina,
right,
but right now that's not the case.
right,
Not,
exactly.
right.
They're illegal right now.
Not legal right now.
Right.
Don't get caught.
Oh, but that was also in Texas, not in North Carolina anyway. But that happened in Texas. That happened in Texas.
Yeah. All right, y'all. TK, you want to have, you got something to say on that, or?
I don't.
Okay. Well, I got to end it, y'all, with something, because I am excited about this one. Now, there was a whole big controversy going on about this whole thing before it first happened, and it was stressing me out. So I'm talking about Aretha Franklin movie, Respect, that will be released at August 15th of this year, and I cannot wait to see it, because it was a whole thing with who's going to play her part, who's going to do this, that, and the third. And of course, we got our well-known Jennifer Hudson, who will be playing Miss Aretha Franklin. I'm pretty happy about that myself.
Good
role.
What'd you say, Justice?
I say good choice.
That's very, very good. Now, the argument was, though, because I believe it's already a movie out that they released already. That
it's a series.
Yes, about Aretha Franklin, right? But who's playing her?
Cynthia Erivo.
Right. So what's her name again?
Cynthia Erivo.
Cynthia.
So they were arguing about, like, people weren't going to go watch Cynthia's because something wasn't approved.
The family didn't she didn't approve. So Aretha Franklin approved of Jennifer Hudson playing her in a movie, and since she was already deceased when they started production on the Genius part, I think when I read it, National Geographic had done their, they'd done their due diligence and, talked to Aretha Franklin's estate and got they worked with them, but they didn't talk to the family. So the family felt like, yeah, y'all talked to the people that own the estate, but you didn't talk to the family. How y'all gonna do that? So they felt disrespected. So even though it ended up getting released because it was eventually approved by the estate, the family felt some type of way. So, they were trying to get people not to watch it.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe the song Respect was actually released on this day. I forgot the exact year. I had it pulled up, but it went off my phone.
Oh, don't worry about it. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
I believe the exact day the song was released. I love that. Yes.
Suck it to me.
Respect.
Mary J. Blige supposed to be in the movie.
1967.
Yeah.
Yes. So I had to bring that up because that was just something I'm excited about. I don't know if you guys I loved Aretha Franklin like I did, but I love her. It was a vessel for me.
Woman.
I watched the Genius thing on National Geographic, and Cynthia Erivo did what she understood the assignment.
I never knew her accent was like that.
She
love
Cynthia.
So did y'all know? I'm sorry, I didn't know that. But actually, Otis Redding wrote that song.
Really?
Oh wow!
And he actually released it. He released it first. It was his song, and she just redid it. And he released it in 1965. She redid it in 1967 and released her version of it.
A lot of her songs were covers.
Yeah, a lot of her songs were covers though. A majority of her shit was covers, honestly and truly. Majority of it.
Just like
she did what needed to be done.
She did. Don't get me wrong. But we're not gonna make it seem like that she was out here creating original content, because she wasn't. Majority of her stuff was. Matter of fact, now I think about her catalog. I'm thinking about Nina Simone. I'm thinking about Nina. She did a lot of. What's her name? Give it to me, Bryce. I know you know, because I know you know. I say a little prayer for you.
Uh,
For you
Travis.
forever and ever.
Dionne Ward. Dionne
Oh
Ward. Dionne Ward. She
yeah,
did. I said a little prayer for you. What is it? Walk on by. She covered a lot of people's stuff.
yeah.
That wasn't her. That wasn't her. Chain, train, train. All of that wasn't her stuff.
Right. That was hers either.
But before we move on to the next topic, I wanted to actually chop this up real quick. Breaking the law is not a crime that equates deadly force.
That equals.
That's what I said.
Equates.
I said equal. I know what I said. Don't play with me. Breaking the law is not a crime that equals deadly force. And I 100% agree with that. Right? I 100% agree with that.
I agree.
In this particular case, of course, she shot first. So, like, that statement don't go with this particular case.
Right.
But just in general, right, I agree with this. But at what point are we going to be able to hold people accountable if and I'm not talking about deadly force or things like that, but like, for instance, if I'm tasing somebody and they just get away, right? They've already resisted arrest once. So when it's time for them to answer for the crimes that they've committed, like, what's to stop them from resisting arrest? Like, at what point, like, what's the, like, what are we doing?
Right.
I don't know. And even still, I'm not talking about deadly force though. I'm not saying, like, now go to deadly force. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is that, like, okay, so what's the next step? They got away. We're chasing them down, and they're still resisting arrest. Like, should I not chase them because they can get, like, I don't know. I don't like. So that's the case. We have chaos.
A lot of it.
Right. So I mean, I don't have the answer to that. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that means. But we can't just say, oh well, an attempt to sell, is minor, and it's okay for them just to be let go when it is something something that is law breaking. So I don't know. I don't have the answer to that, but I just wanted to kind of jump back to that. What that statement, because it's true. It is true, but I don't have the I don't know that medium to that.
Good. Say it. Say it.
You said it. You said it.
Because there's a host of other things that go along with that, right? We talk about racism, we talk about systemic racism, we talk about all of that. So it's a lot in that statement that you have to unpack before we just result to it being a simple let's do this, let's do that, because there's a lot of different levels to that,
Absolutely.
All right, because I'm about to be out of breath.
With me, y'all. What we talking about today, Johnny?
We're talking about AIDS Walk.
Not the AIDS Walk.
Yeah, we're talking about AIDS Walk. I'm gonna give you a little introduction.
Go ahead and give me a little light.
In 2021, what brings me hope would be the advances in medication. We have a couple of injectables that are getting ready to roll out, and what that means for individuals who are HIV positive is it's the closest thing to a cure until we maybe one day have a cure.
And being able to hug, being able to kiss, being able to, our family members that we haven't seen all year. So that's what 2021 kind of bring me hope for.
16 years. And when I started, I was one of the youngest staff members, and now being one of the older staff members has been great to see the younger generation step up and take the torch and lead us forward into the next generation to hopefully an HIV-free future.
It was Nathan. Hey, shout out to Nathan. It was
I hit the wrong video, but I mean, it's still relevant. That video pretty much represented what we were hopeful for the year 2021 and what we got to look forward to as it relates to the even after the AIDS walk. And so there were some new things that are coming up. We haven't talked about the injectables on here yet. So just to kind of give you a little bit of background, there is a new medication that is hitting the market that has been approved, and things like that. It's called Cabenuva, and it is a shot that you can get once a month, and it is insert in your buttocks. But it's just a way for people not to have to take a pill every single day. So they're able to kind of go to the clinic, go to the doctor, get their shot, and not have to worry about that again until the next month. The trials have looked good. I looked over the trials and had conversations about them. I want to say, Justice, Justice have also looked over the trials and things like that as well, and we sat through a conversation about it, a long conversation about it, a good conversation about it, and seeing the research studies and the statistics behind it and how promising the drug looks. So I'm actually interested in actually switching to this regimen myself. So if I do get it, I'll let you guys know what the update is and see how.
Let me know how it worked for you so I can
and see how I'm sure my hiney gets.
Because that's the thing. It's like that butt shot.
Okay, like.
And also that video also talked about what could be looking like what we talked about earlier, the world opening back up in regards to COVID and things like that. And so a lot of people, especially me, was talking about being able to kind of hug people. I'm not a hugger, but I've been wanting to hug this last year because I have not been able to do so. Right? I'm not a hugger. I don't like being touched, but I've been wanting to hug somebody and things like that. Because I was told not to. You know how humans can be very rebellious. When you told not to do something, then you really want to do it, right? So I can't wait for that. I can't wait to spend more time with my grandmother that I haven't really been able to really see. She's scared to be vaccinated, so she's not getting the vaccine at this particular point. And so I'm kind of curious to kind of see what that looks like for her and things like that. I'm still in my convincing mode. I'm trying to convince her to get the vaccine, I did convince her at one point in time, but something on the social media or the media, the news said something, and old people think the news is law without any extra reading or things like that. So it deterred her again. So I'm starting back from square one. It is what it is. But so that's pretty much what another part of it, what the video was talking about.
In 2021, what brings me hope would be.
So many things bring me joy about the work at Rain. The clients, the community, the staff I work alongside.
What makes me laugh most at work is the team that surrounds me.
The people, that's easy, hands down. I love the mission. I love the work we do. The people are very special. You will not find them anywhere else. Very playful, very kind, very genuine, authentic, caring, and hopeful.
I love that. That's so cute.
So y'all talk about that right quick while I'll look for the video I'm actually supposed to be showing. Both of them, none of them were it.
That was cute.
No, but they weren't what I was looking for, and I'm a little frustrated. Talk.
Well, I'm glad to know that I'm loved at work.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, definitely. No,
Yeah.
I do agree with a lot of stuff that was said on that video, though. Like, it is.
That's dope.
Yeah, like this job itself has definitely been an eye opener for me. So
Yeah.
coming into this and
Definitely one of a kind.
right.
Definitely one of a kind. But,
and it definitely has been. It's been a fun.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm sorry. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
It would.
Y'all, like, hold on. I'm sorry. Like, this is not how this is supposed to. This ain't how this is supposed to be.
Get it together. Get it
I
together.
know this ain't how this supposed to be. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge. Don't judge motherfucking me.
Don't judge me.
Hold on, y'all. I apologize. Give me 1 second though, for real.
I apologize.
I will follow he. I will follow he. So while that's uploading and loading, the AIDS Walk is happening. The AIDS Walk is happening this Saturday, May 1st. So I kind of want to give y'all a rundown of what's taking place this Saturday. So first thing first, let's talk about what the AIDS Walk. The AIDS Walk is. AIDS Walk is celebrating 25 years this year. Of the actual AIDS Walk event. And its course is going virtual again, but it doesn't mean the fundraising needs to stop right there. It's just a community that's going viral. AIDS Walk raises funds for services and programs that RAIN provides to the Charlotte metro area. Of course, in 2020, the world got thrown a curveball called COVID-19. Like so many other events, we had to stop and try to figure out what we're going to do to maintain this event. This event is so impactful to a lot of people, not just because it's the AIDS Walk, but it did allow people to kind of congregate together at one big spot. We would typically shut the whole downtown down, and have people from all over come and just kind of enjoy each other, walk together. We have a big party, music and stuff like that going. Balloons and stuff everywhere. I'm out running with my head behind my back or something, whatever that saying is. Things like that. Different organizations come together and just support each other and support the cause. And that was one of the things I loved about the AIDS Walk, because it was really showing unity and how relevant AIDS Walk really is and still is. So May 1st, we'll have several premeditated routes available for you and your team to walk. So again, because we're not able to kind of conjugate all at one spot right now, we are going to be allowing people to go to different parks in Charlotte, and there are trails that are set and ready for you to walk on with your crew, with your team, with your friends, with your family. And what we're asking you guys to do is to take pictures, take videos, and hashtag Rain Charlotte or Rain or AIDS Walk COT, so that we can look at those and share those moments with you guys, so we can kind of feel like we're all in the same spot at the same time. Also, I want to give you those routes first and foremost in the event you do want to go. So the first route would be Freedom Park route. It is a 1 mile route, roughly about 16 minutes to walk the 1 mile. We suggest that you take the route twice to make it a full 2 miles, similar to when we walked together downtown. That downtown walk was about 2 miles when we walked. And remember to take pictures, set up places, set up sites and things like that. Distance yourself between others and make sure you do it safely. The other one is Little Sugar Creek Greenway Metro route. This route is about 1 mile. This one take about roughly 23 minutes to walk 1 mile. We suggest that you take the route twice as well to make it 2 miles, so that you can kind of still have that 2 mile feel when you're walking. And the last but not there's 2 more. The next one is going to be Sugar Creek Greenway, Little Sugar Creek Greenway. It's also a 2 mile walk. So this is a 2 mile walk actually by itself. This trail is 2 miles, and it takes about 36 minutes to walk. So I mean, if you're going to take that route, it is the full 2 miles by itself, one way. And we ask that you just take pictures and have a good time. Last but not least, we have Goat Island Park in Greenway. This is in Belmont. This particular trail is about 1 mile, so we ask that you do it twice to kind of give you that 2 mile feel. And we still ask you to make sure you take pictures to set up so that we can celebrate that with you. And if you don't remember, it's always hashtag Rain Charlotte, hashtag AIDS Walk Charlotte, hashtag. Those are the 2, right? Yeah, that's it. And so when we say Charlotte, we say CLT.
I'm about to say hashtag AIDS Walk CLT.
CLT. CLT.
I'm excited for the AIDS Walk in 2021 because in a time of COVID, when we've all been quarantined, it gives us something to look forward to and a sense of purpose.
AIDS Walk this year is so important to me because I'll be celebrating a major milestone in my life. This year marks the year that I will be living with HIV longer than I have been living without HIV. And I'm going to celebrate that.
My favorite thing about AIDS Walk is the crowd of individuals that actually show up. AIDS Walk is a time where we see exactly how many supporters that we have. And that's very important because it shows us that the community is wrapped around us and that they support our vision and our mission.
I love that it gives us an opportunity to come together to make a deeper, greater impact, one that's lasting beyond, one kind person helping another, which is, wildly important. But this gives us an opportunity to come together and do that on a grander scale.
For me, I get most excited about just the community, the people that join us. It's exciting to see who joins us every year. Honestly, it's really exciting to see what new people join us, because to me that means that we've been able to stretch a little farther and reach new people and engage new people.
So, so we talked about the AIDS Walk. We talked about predetermined routes. To participate, you don't necessarily have to go on those routes. You can go in your neighborhood and walk. You can go to your own park and walk. We just ask that you take pictures and be merry with that. One more major thing that I just want to let you guys know before we leave tonight is we're having an AIDS Walk after party, and you are invited.
Yeah, I might just get a special guest from your favorite hype man too. I might just pop up. I think I'm gonna be in the building.
Let me say this. I don't have the flyers yet because we just finalized everything today. But if you come out, you automatically are supporting RAIN. You automatically are supporting the AIDS Walk. If you choose not to walk today and decide to come out tonight and have yourself a nice drink, do so. We're asking that you come out. It'll be $3 at the door at Chasers. We do have a show going on tonight as well, that night as well. And we do have a special drink called Love Potion that I'm requesting that each and every one of you guys drink and buy up. We have special cups that we'll be giving out as well, and a couple of swags that we have that we're going to have for you guys as well. So it's well worth. Yes, it is well worth your time. It's well worth your money, and it is well worth the experience and having fun with us. Having fun with us here at RAIN at Chasers. So we will be in the building. I'm hoping to pack this house out. Once the flyers have been made, they will be sent out. Everybody will be required to post on their page these flyers. Everybody, because we want to make sure that it's worth it. We want to make sure that it's worth it. We want to make sure that that the Chasers is allowing us to do this, and we appreciate them. We want to make sure that we're able to kind of pack that house out. So make it happen, make it happen, make it happen. And again, just by coming there, you're automatically supporting RAIN. Right at the door, every head is automatically supporting RAIN. So we want to make sure that we're able to pack that out. So come on out, have a good time. I'm gonna be there with my sexy self, and I'm gonna be there anyway at the door, greeting you and passing out condoms and lube, because that's just what I do. So
condoms and lube.
Period. So
better people to have safe sex after they leave the club. So
right, you'll be drinking that love potion.
Hey, that love.
Oh my!
You be drinking that love potion. So it's time for by the time you leave the club, you be full of love potion. You gotta release it
down.
And release it in the condom and not in your partner.
No cap.
Release it in the condom, not in your friend. All right. No, but for real. But please come out and support. Like I said, it'll be on Saturday, May 1st, after the AIDS Walk. Doors open at 9, and show starts probably at 11. And the special drink that night would be Love Potion. So just order it, have yourself a good time. It's a special concoction that the bartender over there have made for us, just for us. So support it. And I think that's all that I had for today. Is there anything else I'm missing?
Just make sure you donate.
Thank you. And it's not too late to donate. I apologize. Thank y'all. It's not too late to donate. Oh, no. Before I go, I apologize. Before I go. I did want to highlight some people right quick. So yeah. So listen. So yeah. So I wanted to highlight some people right quick on their donations and where people were looking at. And it's just a challenge, everything like that. So, you know, I rank at 58. I rank at 58 and whatever. You know, I got some money, so I need some more money to kind of so I can rank up higher. But I do want to shout out Patrice Marsh, who ranks number 7 on the A's Walk. I want to shout out Nathan Smith, who at number 4. I want to shout out Timothy Lee, who ranks number 2. And I also want to shout out, where you at? I also want to shout out Lorenzo, who ranks number 13. And then there's one more person I wanted to shout out. Where you at?
I'm jelly. What's my people at? What's going on?
Oh, he ain't work shouting out now. Never mind. I also want to shout out TQ, who ranks number 21.
Slamming?
Huh?
He was slamming everybody, right?
Right now he's at 20. He ranks number 21. So he needs some more money.
It's your first. You can't bang it. Do your thing. Do your thing. No shade. Do it. Y'all better. If I had to go to the club and snatch y'all up myself, y'all. Hey, donate. Y'all got it. I was seeing y'all at the club buying drinks and stuff.
Hello.
Yeah, so people are out here making moves and raising money and donating and raising money. So again, it's not too late. Matter of fact, you have all of May to donate too. Mm-hmm. They don't stop at the Ace Walk. So if you still want to donate after the Ace Walk, you know, your what is it? Your PP loan hit. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it.
It's the PPP loan for me. Help.
I know some of that PPP loans hitting. All I'm asking is that you donate a portion of it. Get some back. Have spend right off on your taxes. Like,
okay.
I mean,
we're going to get
your money. I'm just saying. Give back. You don't deserve it anyway. But
big chickens in your mouth.
Okay. Buying apartments downtown and it's still empty.
Completely.
Talk to the people.
That was shade. So just let y'all know that was shade. Yeah, because I'm upset because I'm broke.
I ain't judging. Whatever. But at least you could have did you got about 30,000. At least you could have did was got them furniture place at least.
They don't want to furnish it because when the feds come looking, you don't want to waste all that money.
You're going to jail, bitch. You're going to jail.
You want to get up and go, okay? You have to furnish.
We're going to go home and let y'all know that we're going to be doing free drive-up testing on Saturday, May 15th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. That'll be May 15th at Rain Office, 601 East 5th Street, in the back parking lot behind the building. So be there or be square. I have something else that may be coming with that as well. I don't want to announce it yet because I haven't finalized it yet. But we may be doing something else along with that as well. So we're looking out for those updates once I get the final go. Other than that, we're ready to go. We're finished tonight. And without further ado, come on, TQ, get ready. Get ready. Getting tested. Sexy.
Do it.